One.
Years ago, I was playing racquetball with a friend. We were having a good volley back and forth for about a minute, which is long for racquetball. When I had to lunge for it, but when it came off my racket, it just floated as slowly as if gravity had no effect on it. It took several seconds for it to float to the front wall. Long enough that we had both stopped and stared at it. When it touched the wall, it rocketed off with what would have been the right amount of speed for how hard I hit it. We both stood there and just stared at each other, letting the ball bounce around to see if it would happen again, but it never did.
Two.
So I'm driving to my university as a third-year student, and I have to make a stop at a 6-way intersection. The light takes a while, so I usually people watch. This one mid-50s or early 60s lady comes out of the building of the intersection with a really bright, flamboyant outfit and super red hair, so she was pretty eye-catching. She stopped and talked with some other person on the sidewalk when my light turned green. So I made a right turn and drove the mile or so to my school, and I got pretty lucky because I found an amazing parking space right up front. I walked towards the building with my class in it, and this lady walks out of the building. There is absolutely no way she could have beaten me there. I am 100% sure this lady was a witch or something.
Three.
I've never really told anyone this story, as I've never really thought anyone would ever believe me. But when I was a kid, around 11 or so, I was on holiday with my family. The center we were at had a large outdoor swimming pool, and as it was during the summer, I was in it a lot. I would go swimming on my own, as my parents were sunbathing, and my older sister was with her friend that she had invited. One time I was swimming. I was trying to swim along the bottom of the pool for as long as I could, and without realizing what I was doing, I breathed in. I did this for 5 to 10 seconds without noticing, and after I did notice, I was no longer able to breathe. It was only something small, but I still wonder how it was possible.
Four.
One day in the early 90s, my friend Justin and I were at his parents' house in the basement listening to Appetite for Destruction on his stereo. He had it on cassette tape. We listened to 3 songs, and then we wanted to listen to something on the other side. He hit eject. Mind you, the boombox clearly said tape on the LCD display. And there was no tape in the deck. The tape was sitting on a table on the other side of the room. I still don't know how that was possible.
5.
As a kid, I always insisted that friendly ghosts lived in the cupboard under the stairs. At the age of around 5, I had a kids' magazine that contained several cartoon pictures of ghosts. And with the permission from my parents, I cut them out and stuck them to the inside walls of this cupboard, which me and my mother clearly remember me doing. However, sometime later, I was reading the magazine again, and I found all the pictures were still intact. I ran and checked the cupboard, and the walls were all blank. Happy Halloween, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this week's show, courtesy of The Flu. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe, and click on some of these other great videos.